Okay, last question on this paper, which is challenges of an urban world. This is the last unit we did before the controlled assessment, so you should be pretty good on this one. The question says, outline the evidence for increasing urbanisation between 1970 and 2015. So here's our timescale. It's the whole of this graph, and we're looking for the evidence. And if you can see here, we've got the urban population in dark blue and the rural population in light blue. If we draw a line of best fit, you can see it goes like that. It's dropping. And so we can see that as we progress through time, more of the world's population are living in urban areas. You can see it's gone from something like 65% rural to about 50% rural, something like that. Outline the evidence for increasing urbanisation. Well, that's all you need to do. You need to quote this figure here, and compare them. So just one reason for the changes between 1970 and 2015. So why is urbanisation increasing? Well, we can look at job opportunities. We can look at the development of megacities. We can look at the change in agriculture, where there's mechanisation and there's less need for lots of people working on farms and subsistence living. Any of those points which are developed, 1 point plus 1 mark for development will get you the grade there. Okay, next one. This is a very big answer again, 8 marks, and it says examine the success of strategies. So examine, which is going to be talk about, show both sides, strategies to improve the quality of life. Now remember, quality of life is all those things that money can't necessarily buy, things like education, safety, clean air, environment, anything that's going to improve your life which is not necessarily monetary. The obvious strategy here, or one to talk about, is Curitiba in Brazil, where they had big problems with congestion. It was actually halting economic growth because no one could get to their work or do their job. We had huge problems with air pollution. We had people dying of respiratory conditions. So the municipal government in Brazil put a whole new scheme in place, which was the rapid bus transport scheme. They took cars off the road by really investing heavily in the public transport and the infrastructure that went alongside that. It revolutionised the city, emissions dropped, they developed parks, they developed green space, and it's now one of the healthiest and cleanest and environmentally friendly cities in Brazil, and is a model for other cities all throughout the developing world. You've done lots on Curitiba, so you could easily write a 4-mark explanation as to how that's worked. You could then also look at Mexico City, which is one of the most polluted cities in the world, and how they're trying to do drastic measure to try to reduce the air pollution, such as stopping cars driving in on certain days, such as changing the mix of the fuel so it's got less lead in it, it's less heavy, and actually taking a kind of strategic view on how to reduce that air pollution in Mexico. Both of those South American, Central American case studies would be appropriate for this question. If you expand upon them and you actually talk about whether they've been successful or not, that's how you get the 8 marks. Remember, as always in these, we're looking for key terms, we're looking for accuracy, and we're looking for facts plus figures. Okay, if you did that, you got 8 marks.